They're going to want to get a double block out on Eggleston, any team in the country, but especially FDU, as she has such a powerful swing. And if they're not pressing over on that block, she's going to continue to get right by it.
Logan Eggleston has only lost in this gymnasium 4 times in her career, 69-4 as a Longhorn at Gregory Gym. O'Neal there with the block.
O'Neal is such a talented blocker. All-around game, but just in front, a little touch-up. Great eye work, seeing that ball and getting it to the ground.
Texas right now hitting .571. Fairleigh Dickinson with the serve. Halter there on the back end for Texas. She's been rock solid all year. Rivas answers defensively. Not met at the net. And a little bit of confusion there results in a Texas point.
FDU getting some chances with the rallies, getting the digs, but little miscommunication there at the end. Halter doing what she does best, and that's getting that ball up to get a beautiful set off.
Well, this is the time of year when Jared Elliott noticed Fairleigh Dickinson. He called her the best server in the tournament last year for Nebraska. 10 aces. But how about the power at the net from Asia O'Neal?
If there's one thing you don't want to do is give Asia O'Neal an overpass, because this is exactly what'll happen. Starts with a tough serve coming out from the gates.
Kamen is the top hitter in the nation, hitting .468. O'Connor serving again. Off the top of the net, there's an ace for Fairleigh Dickinson.
Using the equipment. You know, some coaches, I used to play, and I had my national team coach had us practice that serve exactly, trying to hit the top of the tape and work on it.
88th ace of her career, 25th of the season. So for Texas, you couldn't have asked for a better start if you're Fairleigh Dickinson. I mean, this is unprecedented. They've never been in the NCAA tournament before. We saw them yesterday walking around, kind of taking everything in. They're a very small private school. You come on this campus of more than 50,000 students, it has to be a bit intimidating, this whole environment.
Absolutely. I think, you know, being in Gregory Gym is intimidating for any team coming in here, but for FDU coming in here, little nerves, little adrenaline rush, their first time ever, and you're playing #1. I mean, part of it is you just, okay, we got nothing to lose. We got to get out there and play our best and do what we can. And Texas has come out strong. I think no matter who Texas plays, they need to come out like this from the get-go, play their game, no matter what.
It is literally David versus Goliath. David Wynn and his FDU Knights 17 and 15. Even the enrollment numbers, polar opposites. Texas 22 and 1, and we know the expectations for this Texas team. It is championship or bust this year.
They are high, that's for sure. FDU having a great year overall as a university. They won 3 fall sport championships this year with women's volleyball, men's soccer, women's soccer. They're very invested in the student athletes, and just talking with the AD yesterday and head coach David Wynn, they're proud of their program, and it's really nice to see just people invested in the players and wanting to see them grow on and off the court.
They actually began their season just a few hours from here up at the Texan Invitational in Stephenville 3 months ago, and here they are making history. Trying to slow down Texas a bit. The Longhorns open up the match. Up 11-1 and currently on a 6-0 run. Asia O'Neal is unstoppable.
And folks, that was not a replay, okay? That was the same thing over again on the same part of the court, right on that Longhorn in front of the 10-foot line. Bam, that is just a little snap of the wrist, and that's not coming back.
The 6'3" redshirt senior out of Southlake. There's an ace from Akana.
FDU a little rattled right now. I mean, going against #1, there has to be some nerves going. But you've got to get in front of that ball, attack it, focus on your side of the net. You can do all the scouting and game plans you want, but you really need to take care of that pass.
Akana loves this time of the year. As we said, 10 aces in last year's NCAA tournament. 2 here in the first set of this year's tourney. Make it 3.
FDU passing with only 2 players on the court. Usually you would see 3 from any other team normally.
Akana now with 90 career aces. Schmidt over to Knott. Eggleston delivers. Longhorns dominating early.
Eggleston coming in strong, get that arm back, ripping it down the line. She comes in so well angled and can just crank that ball down the line.
Eggleston, 3rd most kills in Texas history and the most aces. Akana reaching for that one. Fleck. Eggleston. At this point, I mean, this is just an unreal start for Texas. They couldn't have asked for a better beginning to this match in the postseason.
And Zoe Fleck with that beautiful set. I mean, we're normally seeing her fly around the court, keeping that ball alive, but when she gets the chance for that second contact, she does a very nice job lifting it up.
11-0 Texas run, Longhorns hitting .667. Knott. And FDU answers with a point courtesy of Kylie Knott, the Rockwall, Texas native.
Well, Knott has definitely had the hot hand for these FDU Knights lately. Playing so well, getting those offensive points.
Team leader in kills. Eggleston, the dig was there, but out of bounds. For Spirit Anakis. Again, the winner moves on to play Georgia tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Central here in Austin. Bulldogs took care of Towson in 4 sets. 3 of those sets were extremely close. Free ball coming up for Texas. Akana, SKT, Asia O'Neal. Oh, tremendous dig by Vanalinda. And how about the Knights getting the point?
And Knott doing a nice job using that block. Is she scared of it? No, she is attacking it. Coming up here with an off-the-block kill, going between the seam. And that's what the Knights are gonna have to do tonight because Texas has a huge block, so they need to find ways to score.
Megan Bushnell at the service line, 5 aces in her last 2 matches. Madison Skinner in the match now and delivers.
Well, Skinner has been having such a nice year. Started off a little slow when we started covering the Longhorns this year, but really has just gone up and up and up as the season's gone on. Really fun to see her play.
An embarrassment of riches for Texas this season. Here's O'Neal serving. In the middle, dropped in by Tessa Fisk.
Going up strong for that middle, right in between, and a short over the block.
And some smiles now on the faces of these Fairleigh Dickinson players.
And there's got to be something. You scored against the #1 team. I mean, I'd be happy and excited about that too.
Again, more wins this year than they had in the previous 3 seasons combined. Bernie serving, that one missed. Sage Ka'aha'aina-Torres, Big 12 setter of the year after averaging the 5th most assist per set in the nation this year. Texas just dominating the conference awards. Molly Phillips off the block. Rivas. Rampazzo met at the net. Point Towson, not about.
Well, Texas is putting up a double block out on those outside hitters. They know those are their point scores. But FDU doing a nice job using the block.
Rivas. SKT. Skinner came flying in. Bernie was there for the dig, but out of bounds.
Love that back, faster tempo set. Skinner coming in with a 1-2 punch. Straight down laser beam. Just right off that platform. Too much heat.
Madison Skinner hit 260 in non-conference play, but over 300 in conference play. Texas with their 4th ace of the opening set. Longhorns hitting .647 to begin the postseason. They led the nation during the regular season in hitting at 337, but a service error by Skinner.
A little too much on that one when you're hitting the bottom of the tape. Trying to put too much on it.
Few Texas natives on this FDU team. Hannah Schmidt serving out of Frisco. Team leader in assists, 32 aces on the year as well, but a service error. The third of the night for the Knights. For Texas, we talked about all their Big 12 honors. Zoe Fleck won Libero of the Year, as we said, SKT Setter of the Year. Logan Eggleston, Big 12 Player of the Year. I mean, this is just...
That was a nice serve. That is corner pocket. FDU, they need to follow that serve to the end line and be giving a strong, aggressive in or out call. Sure, serves are going to go long and be missed, but this Texas team is very talented from the service line. That ball looks like it tags the line on the way out.
We do have our first challenge of the night, courtesy of Fairleigh Dickinson. It did look to be in. If the call stands for Zoe Flack, that will be the 111th ace of her career. What a season she has had here in Austin. Third straight year she has actually won a Conference Libero of the Year award. Keep in mind, she won it the last 2 years in the Pac-12.
She's moving her talents around, and I think they're happy she came here to Texas to bring them. So talented.
After a quick review, the call stands 5 aces on the night for Texas. Tremendous dig by Prince. Back to Phillips goes Texas. The block out of bounds. Set point coming up for the Longhorns as the fans rise to their feet. Here's Fleck. Schmidt. Diving in was Zoe Fleck like she's done all year. The block is there. Rampazzo, too strong, and Texas takes their opening set of the postseason, 25-6.
Texas coming out strong from the gates, from the service line. They are here to play. They want that championship, and it starts now.
Texas Volleyball on Longhorn Network is brought to you by Austin Junior Volleyball. Learn and train with champions.
Texas hasn't lost at home in nearly 3 months and in good shape to begin the postseason tonight, dominating the first set. And blocks, Nicole, you mentioned that was a key for the Longhorns this postseason. They must have heard you because they delivered in that category in the first set.
Well, we know they have the offensive power, but blocking is definitely going to be huge. And it starts now against FDU as they go on in the tournament. If they win tonight, they're going to be facing tougher and tougher hitters, taller hitters out there, and blocking is going to be key. And Asia O'Neal is a huge part of that. She fronts the ball well. She's getting up there, putting it down if the overpass comes, ready and alert at all times. Something they've improved on as the season's gone on, in my opinion.
I mean, the numbers speak for themselves. Texas nearly hitting 703 blocks, 5 aces as well, 3 of them by Fairleigh Dickinson. If you're Fairleigh Dickinson, what do they have to do to settle down here in the second set?
Well, that's exactly it. They need to settle down. I'm sure the nerves, the adrenaline rush, the whole experience of being here is first for all of them. Just enjoying this experience. And how many teams get to play the #1 team in the country? Not everyone gets to play against Logo Eggleston and Asia O'Neal. So get out there, focus on your pass and your serve like they wanted to do, and control your side. As I mentioned earlier, of course, they're going to scout the teams, but you really have to focus on your side of the ball and take care of it.
The stands are rocking right now, literally shaking near the band here at Gregory Gym. There you go on the right side of your screen. This place has come alive again. The winner faces Georgia tomorrow night here at the arena, affectionately known as the Greg. There you go.
There we have it. Where are those fans? Are they up in the rafters? They flew out of the seats.
One of the most electric environments in all of college volleyball. Here's the freshman Emma Halter. She's played in all but 2 sets this year. She doesn't seem like a freshman out there, extremely poised. Battle at the net, and Texas takes the first point of the second set.
Yeah, Halter has been so fun to watch this year. She is flying out there just like Zoe Fleck. Between the two of them, you've got that combo out there. Not a lot of balls hit the ground.
So steady, committed to Texas after her sophomore season of high school. #1 ranked player in the state of Indiana. Excuse me, FDU answers with point. We were just covering Towson earlier today. We saw a Towson team give Georgia all they could handle. Texas was here watching that match a few hours ago. Jared Elliott was here. We saw a number of the Longhorns players scouting out the Bulldogs. And you can be sure Georgia is now scouting out Texas if the Longhorns do indeed advance. Zoe Fleck reaching for that one. Halter is there. But how about FDU taking the early lead in the second set, 2-1.
Kylie Knott coming in with a hard crank angle. Strong approach and turning that thumb down to get some side spin on it.
That's the start the Knights wanted. Here's Rampazzo. SKT, Molly Phillips punches it over too strong. FDU up 3-1.
Not something we normally see from Phillips. Doesn't make a lot of errors, but that one just too much on it going wide. Same for Texas. Focus on your side. Take care of that pass.
Well, Jared Elliott has told us all year, he said the biggest problem we have is when we lose focus when we're dominating a match. He said the same thing happened up in Ames when we lost to Iowa State. He said we would dominate a set and then get complacent and fall behind in the second set. Here they are now behind 4-1.
Well, one adjustment they've made is they're passing with 2 people out there. Emma Halter and Zoe Fleck, the only passers in reception right now, so that could be a little change that they're working on. Trying to work that out. Move Eggleston up so she doesn't have to pass, but just be ready for the attack.
Zoe Fleck with 1 ace in the opening set. FD off the block, SKT is there spinning around. Eggleston.
Wow, she is something. She is going up. That was picture perfect. Still shot, arm back, just coming in and just hitting over the block down that line.
She's got a match high 5 kills on 7 attacks. Fleck nearly with another ace. That one hammered into the block. And Texas with another point. Just like that, we're tied.
Trying to go up for the big attack, but O'Neal, left hand pressed over, cuts that angle off and straight down. That is some block with Phillips and O'Neal up there.
3-0 Texas run. Schmidt sending one behind her. Eggleston was there. Phillips reaches for it. And FDU regains the lead. How about the Knights? Much better set here, to say the least.
Much better. Took some deep breaths, worked out those kinks and nerves, and here they are playing more the way that they know how.
They have nearly equaled their point total from the first set that they dropped 25-6. Spiridonak is serving, and they have equaled that point total. What's going on here?
Texas just a little off with the connections right now, and they're passing, as I mentioned, with only Halter and Zoe Fleck right now, so they're trying something new, at least from what I've seen from covering them.
Fifth service error by Fairleigh Dickinson. Smiles all around the Knights. Again, they went 17-15 this year. 9-5 in the Northeast Conference. There's Fairleigh Dickinson, 3 aces in the first set. Sliding in was Rivas. Halter answers for Texas. Fleck. Eggleston. Rivas is there yet again with the dig. That one off the block. Texas sets up. Back to the senior. The dig by Schmidt. Rivas. And they couldn't get that one over.
Well, Rivas is getting under that ball for FDU and keeping it alive. They're just not putting it away in transition, but they are getting some opportunities.
Rivas, the former transfer from Maryland, spent 2 years with the Terps. Was 3-time Big Ten Defensive Player of the Week. Stepping up tonight. Kana serving. 4 aces for Fairleigh Dickinson this evening.
Well, she's doing a nice job attacking that line, trying to go after the outside hitter right now. And again, that's a lot of court to cover with just 2. They're having to split it in half. And when you've got a tough serving team like Texas, it's even harder.
Remember, Dickinson had 7 against Texas last year in the postseason.
That one hits the antenna. Sutter a little bit tight on that pass. Couldn't quite save it.
In this set, Texas hitting -167, but still hitting .458 on the night. Longhorns scoring on 12 of Dickinson's 13 serves so far.
I think she's trying to go for double the record this postseason. I don't know.
5 aces for Fairleigh Dickinson.
She is just putting that ball wherever she wants.
She comes alive in the postseason. Off the block, kept alive by Schmidt. Rivas, not. SKT over to Eggleston, takes something off of it. A little back and forth with the Knights. This time, she brings the thunder.
And she knows how to do that. If you give her another chance, she is putting that ball away. Nice little coverage here, beautiful set. You can see that shoulder kind of turning to give some spin on that ball.
Texas now on a 10-2 run. Dickinson has tied a season high with 5 aces. She had 5 recently against Oklahoma late in the regular season. There's number 6. Are you kidding me?
Every time you say ace, Alex, she is getting one. So look out, people.
10 aces in the postseason a year ago. What can FDU do to
They need
adjust?
to move a player back. I don't care if that person can't pass or not. Get 3 back there to take a little bit of the court so Dickinson doesn't have so much court to work with. Look at that opening in the middle, wide open.
And Linda was there. Not. Fleck responds. Cat-like reflexes. Eggleston. Keep it alive. Rivas has been everywhere defensively. SKT behind her. Asia O'Neal, one of the best slide attackers in the nation.
Flying high. Asia O'Neal, that slide is beauty. Waiting for that set, going up high off 1 foot, and she just can crank that angle.
This year hitting .468, second best hitting percentage in a single season in Texas history. The block is there. Eggleston and O'Neal converged for Texas.
FDU needs to go back to using that block.
Jared Elliott brought Kayleigh Akan over from Nebraska because he said she was the best server in the tournament a year ago, living up to that billing this postseason.
I would have done the same thing, and tonight she is painting the court anywhere she wants, corner to corner, down the middle, down the sideline.
93 career aces, and again, she's just a sophomore. Off the block. Eggleston, but Linda was there. Schmidt over to Knott, bouncing around off O'Neal. Eggleston. Nice rally going here in the second set. That one off the block, and FDU responds out of the break with the point.
A little quick touch on that by O'Neal. I'd rather see her take it low and lift that one up. But sometimes you just get that reaction off the block and want to bat it back over the net.
That ends a 9-0 Texas run. Now keep in mind, this set, the hitting percentage is close. Texas hitting .083. Fairleigh Dickinson zeros hitting percentage-wise here in the second set. Batted around, Eggleston. Flying in is Madison Skinner.
I mean, this is why they are top in offensive power. They have so many different weapons. If it's not just the front row, you've got Skinner or Eggleston flying from the back row, and it seems like they're hitting it from the front row.
Jared Elliott has called her the franchise player. She still has 3 years of eligibility left. Logan Eggleston serving. One of the greatest to ever do it. Skinner back at it.
Wow.
Too many weapons.
Not too many. I don't know if they think so. I think they want all the weapons they can get. This is pretty awesome. I mean, Skinner, watching her from the beginning of the season to now, it is like the confidence and just poise out there. Really so good to see. She is crushing it.
Service error by Eggleston. Yeah, Skinner efficient. 4 kills on 4 attacks. Not bad. Fairleigh Dickinson up to 8 points. They only had 6 in the first set. There's Madison Burney Jr. from Hawaii. There. Eggleston, wow. Oh my goodness.
Skinner and Eggleston, that back row attack is so quick and fast. Their arm swings, Eggleston's arm swings, so quick, so powerful. It is just like a dart going down. It's like a front row attack almost. I mean, it's unbelievable.
Skinner and Eggleston combined for 11 kills on 20 attacks so far. There is Eggleston on the back end. That play is stopped. Point awarded to FDU.
Looks like the line judge there called an antenna, with the ball hit the antenna. Didn't see that happen. I just saw the perfect dig by Eggleston up.
Well, both Jared Elliott and Logan Eggleston want an explanation. And they get one. Point going to the Knights. Serving is Allegra Rivas, the team leader in digs. Texas native, the grad student. Logan Eggleston winding up with authority, but the Knights respond defensively. This time it's Skinner, no answer.
Is the building shaking?
Yes.
Okay, because it feels like between the two of those and their hits, they are powerful. This place is bouncing. Unbelievable.
Texas hitting .472 on the night. SKT serving. Molly Phillips, that one deflected towards the stands. Molly Phillips has quietly put together the 21st best hitting percentage in the entire nation.
She is a player that sees it, finds it. She's not the flashiest or high-flying jumper as you might see out here, but she is consistent and she gets the job done. I have really enjoyed watching her all season long, and from the first game, I'm like, she doesn't make errors. That's the kind of player you want. Gets it done, just really, really nice.
And the longer the season has gone on, the better she is getting, hitting .518 over last 7 matches. A shade under 400 on the season. tonight, hitting .429. So many other players we talk about, but she is just a major weapon.
Absolutely, and Jarrett Elliott said she played middle blocker in club. When I recruited her, she was 6'1" when she committed, and now 6'5". So I'll take the extra 4 inches, having that nice block on the pin, and especially as you go on in this tournament and you are playing different teams with huge outside hitters that are just putting the ball away. You want a solid block out there, and she is a solid block, a solid player, and I just have really enjoyed watching her. Consistent all around. Part of this team.
Jarrett Elliott said whenever she commits an error, he has to do a double take because he's so used to her being efficient. She rarely makes mistakes out there. Texas as a team hitting .486 on the night, 8 aces, and 6.5 blocks as well. You mentioned it, the blocks key to a deep postseason run.
That will be key, and as they go forward, you know, the tournament goes on, the team's rankings are higher. They're going to need to keep this play up throughout the tournament.
Madison Skinner all smiles and making her first appearance of the match. You saw a moment ago Bella Bergmark, the junior transfer out of Calazin, but serving is Sage Ka'ahaina Torres, senior from Honolulu. Zoe Fleck. SKT, Madison Skinner, skims one off the defender.
It's literally like you either need to do a matrix move to get out of the way, but you can't because they're in. But that ball is coming so fast.
That one off of Bernie. And Texas with a point. They will check, however, more importantly on the player who tumbled into the stand. Sofia Rampazzo appears to be okay and gets a nice hand from the Texas fans.
Another serve down the middle. She's going for that ball and doesn't want it to drop. Looks like she's okay, thank goodness.
Well, the fan favorite has entered the match, Melanie Parra, with her first appearance tonight. A sophomore out of Sinaloa, Mexico. Played in 38 sets this year, hitting .320. SKT rolling over, unable to keep that one in play. 20-10. So we've seen Bella Bergmark and now Melanie Parra come into this set as Jarrett Elliott going through his deep roster. He said the deepest team he's ever had.
And confident with whoever's out there.
Madison Skinner said not only is it the deepest, it's the most cohesive. They have the best chemistry he's ever seen. Said he's never had more fun than coaching this team. And everyone knows, from coaches to players, what the ultimate expectations are here this season.
Well, with so many new faces this year, yeah, I wasn't sure how it was going to mesh and mold, but really, it has been just embracing everyone, getting along, working it out, and they really have a nice team, good depth. Anyone can come off the bench here, I feel like, and play at such a high level. I think the people that are on the bench could be playing at one of the top schools in the country and probably starting, so that is saying something.
Jarrett Elliott was telling us yesterday the key is to just remain calm, keep cool out there. Another player making her first appearance of the night, Riley Heinrich, sophomore out of nearby Georgetown. 1 ace on the year.
And you know, when you're up like this in a game, it is nice to give people experience, especially when you're in the tournament. It's different than season. This is single elimination now, so it's one and done. Give people that experience to come out here and play.
SKT unable to handle that one at the net.
Well, did her best, but she's back row right now, so she can't jump to block that ball. So all she could do is kind of put those hands up.
Tatiana Futska, the MVP of the Northeast Conference Tournament, where she hit .450. Flying in is Molly Phillips. Knights players ducking out of the way.
That was a heater straight to the middle. There are some thunderous hits from every single player out here on this Longhorn team.
Molly Phillips is hitting 500. Madison Skinner hitting 1,000. Logan Eggleston hitting 412. Not bad. Bernie. Phillips again. The dig by Schmidt. Free ball for Texas. O'Neal taps it over. Sliding was Hannah Schmidt. Far side, Melanie Parra. Batted at by Rivas. The far set to Bernie, denied but out of bounds.
Nice swipe off, coming in hot with that strong attack and turns that wrist off Molly Phillips' right hand. And that's what FDU needs to do. Texas is a big block. They're slowing a lot of balls down. If they're not going straight down, they're slowing it down. They've got to keep using it.
Spirit Anakis serving. Grad student from Pennsylvania, and Aja O'Neal answering. Set point, Texas.
Beautiful pass by Parra. O'Neal going in and turning that one opposite direction.
Well, look who's serving. Kayleigh Akana, 6 aces already. Oh my goodness, number 7 puts set number 2 in the books.
Well, that is some strong, strong serving in play by Texas. FDU not able to handle it.
Texas with 10 aces on the night, 7 courtesy of the transfer. Akana dominating through 2 in Austin.
Say there's no way something can be done.
Champions and partners. Without their support, these great championships and opportunities are not possible for student athletes. The NCAA's commitment to the highest levels of fairness and well-being, along with the pursuit of excellence in both athletics, helps build a championship culture. With their generosity, our corporate partners make it possible to celebrate champions. Thank you.
Volleyball Championship app presented by AT&T to keep up with all the action on the court. Track your favorite teams, find rosters, and follow the up-to-date bracket. Download the NCAA Women's Volleyball Championship app for iOS or Android today.
postseason is underway. Important dates. Again, these first and second rounds continue through Saturday. Regionals, the 8th and the 10th. Nationals semifinals December 15th. And then the big one on the 17th. Live on ESPN and ESPN2. Here in Austin, Alex Loeb and Nicole Branna with you. Nicole, in the first match tonight, we watched Georgia and Towson go to 4 sets. It was close, but ultimately the Bulldogs came out on top, and they await the winner of this one, which obviously looks like it's going to be the Longhorns.
I think that's a good chance. The Bulldogs came out so strong. They did not look nervous at all. Towson, a little nerves going, but they turned it around and bounced it back in that second set and gave a fight for Georgia, but they ended up winning in 4. Casey Evans is quite the player, and she is going to give some trouble tomorrow night for the Longhorns if they end up winning this match, which it's looking that way. But she was strong from the service line, bringing the heat from the front row. I mean, her attacks were making this building shake. She ended with 26 kills on the night. The rest of her team combined, 27. So let's just, that's pretty impressive right there.
And Texas fans will get a look at her tomorrow night. The ferocity with which she swings is just unreal. She's one of the most.
She has a whip of an arm.
One of the most powerful hitters we have seen all season long from any team. Casey Evans again leading the way for the Bulldogs. Earlier tonight at Gregory Gym here, Texas trying to put this one to bed against Fairleigh Dickinson. On the night, Texas hitting 500, 10 aces, 6.5 blocks. A complete performance to say the least so far for the Longhorns.
Well, they know there's a lot on the line. This is the year. It's been 10 years since they won the national championship, and they want it bad. And that is Logan Eggleston, as you just saw on that screen. They want it for her. She is what it means to be a Longhorn on and off the court.
7 kills apiece, Eggleston and Skinner. 14 kills, and they're both hitting better than 400 tonight. I mean, so many impressive numbers. Take your pick. The third set is underway. Skinner flying in to dig back on the Texas end Fleck. Flying for that one. Pancake by Schmidt. SKT behind her. O'Neal on the slide.
Coming out with the power from the get-go. Setting it up, trying to keep FDU on their heels.
O'Neal serving. 83 aces for her career. Texas has been devastating from the service line, and there's Bergmark at the net.
Well, we saw this from O'Neal. If they give an overpass, those middles are attacking it, and Bergmark is there with a redirection straight down.
Hitting .323 on the year. We saw her extensively in the first half of the year. Has been coming off the bench lately. For Caffey.
Ooh, I thought that was gonna drop. That looked close. Thought that one had a little heat on it and then just came out, but just missed the line.
Good call. Sofia Rampazzo serving, 34 aces on the year. A junior out of Italy. Bergmark again in the middle.
Bergmark is an impressive player, putting up a good block, putting up that good offense. I think, her and Caffey were going back and forth. She started the season. Caffey was here a little bit late, so getting in the rhythm of things, and she was starting, and I think Coach feels confident. He's got so many choices and depth on this roster. Feels confident with whoever he can put out there.
Back to Molly Phillips. SKT kind of gives her a touch out of the way. Madison Skinner too strong. FDU hanging around. Well, overall the Knights, after dropping the first set 25-6, did not just fold. No, they fought back 13 points in the second set. Had the early 4-1 lead there. Sliding in is Bergmark. Phillips, that one backs up Vischetti. Georgia Vischetti on the attack with the point.
FDU doing a nice job getting that dig up to the outside. And again, still attacking the block. They're not scared of it. And that was one thing that Coach David Wynn said, is I don't want them to come in fearful. I want us to come in and play our game and attack it, no matter who we're playing on the other side.
Molly Phillips, Texas is close to having 6 players hitting 400 or better. In fact, after that kill, they do. O'Neal, Phillips, Eggleston, Skinner, and Bergmark. With Caffey as well. Service error, Texas.
Well, that's the second one for Skinner, kind of in the bottom of the net, just not getting on top of the ball a little too much and hitting down.
Texas has only lost 2 sets all year here at Gregory Gym. 9 straight sweeps. 435 wins in program history. At the grid. Phillips winding up. Rivas. Bischetti. Ooh, collision there between Fleck and Holter. They laughed that one off.
Thank goodness, because that could have been quite a collision there, but they both kind of pulled back in the end, trying to crisscross on that D and get the dig.
Fleck and Fleck Jr.
Exactly.
Holter. Eggleston comes flying in. Knights respond defensively. Bischetti with the point. The freshman out of Italy, Georgia Bischetti.
Bischetti is getting it through that block, finding the seam, the opening between the 2 players, and putting it down. They are giving her a little smidgen of space by not closing it, and she's finding it.
5-1 FDU run. Eggleston puts an end to that. Logan Eggleston on a mission this postseason. Now a team high 8 kills tonight for the senior, hitting .421. Zoe Fleck with 1 ace in this match so far. Diving to save that one. Just reaching for it was Bushnell. SKT O'Neal just like that. Lightning quick.
You see SKT after the set just kind of, whoa, yeah, that's right. There we go. There's our connection, and it starts with a Zoe Fleck pass. She is going up hang time and just putting that ball right down.
25 assists now. Got behind a Torres, but a service error for Texas puts the Knights back in front. Bischetti serving. Service error number 6 for the Knights.
With Texas having mainly 2 passers out, FDU could throw a few short serves in around that 10-foot line and try to disrupt the traffic of getting that set out.
Kayla Akana, 7 aces on the night. Reaching for that one was Rampazzo. O'Neal sliding over. Forget about it.
Hats off to you on that one. As a player, you know what? You're not going to get all the digs. That one you just say, wow, that was impressive. Straight down.
Asia O'Neal, 7 kills and 5 blocks. Akana will skim the net. Rampazzo.
Got the high hands touch on that one. Good idea, and when you've got a big block like Texas, you've got to find ways to put it down. Coming in, swiping this one off the outside hand.
Rivas serving. Eggleston. That one skipped off the defender Bushnell. In this set, however, Fairleigh Dickinson is hitting .667, Texas .467.
Well, they're doing a nice job with that. They've improved and gotten calmer on their passing. They're getting chances in transition. They're putting it away more than they were the last 2 sets.
Another ace for Eggleston. Skinner. Point Texas.
I love that little set inside from the pin, coming in, trying to beat that blocker and go in between. It was one of my favorite sets, a little hut. She's got the opening. Oh, she's going to put it away.
Eggleston, 196 career aces. 9 shy of the Big 12 record, make it 197.
Eggleston's doing a nice job getting that ball deep. FDU a little bit short in the court, but now they've got a player in the middle trying to stop this deep serve.
Fleck reaching to save that one. Skinner. Then Alinda too far.
Just under that ball. A little bit early on their approach, had to wait for it. When you get under it like that, you just gotta try to keep that in the court, not do anything fancy, but trying to go a little bit too deep.
Texas on a 4-0 run. Longhorns with 11 aces so far tonight. Rampazzo. SKT leaping. Skinner. A bit too much on that one.
Like that angle she's going after it, but just a little too wide. Looks like maybe Jared Elliott's thinks that one was in. See what we can see here. Oh yeah, that does look in.
Challenge issued by Texas, and it looks like they are going to win that one.
You get 2 challenges. If you happen to lose the challenge, you lose that challenge. If you win it, then you would keep it. And you don't get any back unless we go to a 5th set. You would get another challenge, but you don't have more than 2 at any point.
Yeah, look pretty clear. That one is in. So while we await the official ruling, looks like it's going to be Texas and Georgia tomorrow night in round 2. Early thoughts on that one?
Well, they've got some strong players. I liked how I saw Georgia come out tonight. They came strong from the service line, strong from the attack. Their blocking was on fire. They had a little bit of a lull there in between when Towson changed things and got on fire themselves. But, you know, as we go on in this tournament, it's not going to get any easier. It's going to get tougher and tougher. And each year this tournament is tougher and tougher because the teams are getting better.
What do you make of Texas's draw, their side of the bracket?
Well, my alma mater's on it, number 1, Minnesota. But
so no comment.
They have a tough. Well, Minnesota has been on fire as of late, beating some top teams. They've got a tough bracket. Every side of the bracket is tough, but I think the toughest one is the side Texas is on. And if Minnesota playing the way they are, you've got Georgia Tech, Marquette, those are 2 very strong teams as well. So it's going to be interesting. It is every year. It's got to take 1 game at a time.
A very different Minnesota team than the one we covered.
That we saw early, yes, at the end of August.
They visited Gregory Gym a few months ago. Kind of made that look easy. Skinner. Point FDU. Within 5.
Good block for FDU coming in on that inside set, closing it, pressing over. No seam in that one for Skinner to sneak it by. Instead, that's going straight down. And FDU is excited about that one.
Hitting 273 in this set. Again, first time they've ever been in the NCAA postseason. All Schmidt could do was watch.
You know, it's like a laser beam. The little green lights, these are orange lasers flying all over. Can FDU handle any more?
We'll find out.
It's time to play the Geico Trophy Shuffle. Thank you for playing. Geico is a proud corporate partner of NCAA championships.
Be sure to join Sam Gore, Paul Sunderland, and Jennifer Hoffman for the 5th set. Whip around coverage from all 16 sites. Stay up to date with all the first and second round action. You can stream it right now on ESPN Plus. Plenty of action around the country as far as the stuff going on right here in Austin. Texas looking to move to 35-0 historically in the first round and set up a meeting with Georgia.
Point, Texas.
The Longhorns get the point coming out of the break. Texas has not faced Georgia since 2008. 6-0 all-time, but it's been quite some time, to say the least.
Well, Coach Tom Black has done a nice job there. A couple ups and downs over the last years, but wow, what a season they had. Third in the SEC, strong team.
Skinner. The Texas block is right there.
They're always in the right spot, it seems.
What's been the most impressive part about Texas so far tonight as Tom Black continues to scout for his Georgia squad?
Well, they're playing consistent and level, and no matter who they're playing, it's nice to see them still playing their game. Sometimes when you're playing, you know, an opponent that might be a different team or different level, it's hard. Sometimes you can get in a lull and, you know, get a little slow, but I like tonight. They've kept it consistent. Passing's well, blocking's on point, serving tough. So they're finding the spots, and I think they're coming out strong, want to set the tone from the beginning of this tournament, no matter who it is.
O'Connor diving to save that ball. Madison Skinner, the block out of bounds. Georgia's coming off their first NCAA tournament win in 27 years. I mean, the Bulldogs were picked to come in 9th in the SEC this year. They shocked everyone, finishing in 3rd.
Well, I think they're playing very well. I know they're playing well, and they can be a dangerous team. We saw their blocking go berserk tonight. I mean, they were awesome. They've got so many talented players. They've got the dynamic duo, Fisher and Evans. So they've got to slow those two down for sure tomorrow night.
Fischetti answering with the point. By the way, a moment ago, you may have seen Devin Kahawai, the freshman out of Hawaii, in the match now for Texas. Like in her 19th match of the season, hitting .302 on the year with 8 blocks. Para. Oh, look at Bella Bergman. Good grief.
Well, she was one of the top players in the Pac-12, 4th in the conference in hitting percentage, and she is quite a player. She's also an excellent blocker when she's not crushing that ball.
Has a block in almost every match she's played in this year. Texas now with 12 aces.
Well, FDU knew coming in that when you play number 1, you know the talent that comes along with that. But they are a team of fighters. They wanted to come out, play aggressive, play their game. I think Texas has taken them out a bit of it with their tough serving, but they're not going to give up.
Fleck. Oh, that one just drops in.
That was not a trick play that they practiced, I'll tell you that. That was just an overpass. I think FDU is a little surprised they would do such a thing, but it does happen.
That kind of a night for Texas, everything going their way, getting closer to match point. On the evening, Texas hitting .515, 12 aces, 7.5 blocks. Madison Skinner leading the way with 10 kills on 15 total attacks. Round 2 will take place tomorrow night on LHN and ESPN Plus. 9 Eastern, 8 Central. The Georgia Bulldogs watching this one, awaiting the Longhorns, who are just 4 points away from moving on to the second round. Should be an interesting matchup against Georgia. They're coming off their most SEC victories in program history.
And they're bringing some heavy hitters as well, as we've seen from the Longhorns tonight. We know they have a dynamic offense, many different weapons they can go to. And it's going to be, I think it's going to be an interesting night. Good matchup.
Sophie Fisher, a big part of that turnaround for Georgia this year, the transfer from Kentucky. And again, Georgia scouting out this one in the stands, watching them, and we're watching a Fairleigh Dickinson team that has already made history no matter what. First squad in program history to reach the postseason. They won the Northeast Conference Tournament. David Wynn in his first year in charge. Conference Coach of the Year, what a job he has done. He was only hired 11 months ago and has already gotten them to the greatest season in program history. Was an assistant at Coastal Carolina before that. Hats off to David Wynn and the Knights for the season they have had.
He has done a nice job, and he said when he got there, you know, he had to figure out what players are going to play where, what the positions are, and kind of mold the team, and he has done a nice job there. I think he said we weren't expecting this success right off the bat, but we're so happy, and I'm so proud of these players, and they've stuck around through the ups and downs.
Bella Bergmark with the point. Yeah, this is a season none of these players will ever forget for Fairleigh Dickinson. As for Texas, 3 points away from moving on. Skinner with 2 aces already tonight. Two players converge. 13 Texas aces in the match.
Now that is the serve she's been going for. The last 2 in the bottom of the net, but that one just skimming the top of the tape. Good hands, laser over, dying in the middle.
3 aces for Skinner.
That was a career high in aces for Skinner tonight. A lot of career high aces here for the Longhorns.
They've been nearly perfect in just about every category. The service line, defensively, hitting percentage. There's Megan Bushnell serving. SKT scooped down by the freshman Kahawai. Set point, match point coming up. Here is Zoe Fleck. And we play on that one off the touch. Georgia Vischetti trying to keep the season alive. Hands it off to Emily Van Olinda, the sophomore out of New York. Match point Longhorns trying to move on to the second round and a meeting with Georgia tomorrow. There it is, Melanie Paroff finishes off the Knights, and Texas improves to 35-0 in the first round.
Fairleigh Dickinson University coming off their best season ever, facing a very tough #1 Texas Longhorns. They are going for that championship this year, one match at a time. Coming out strong tonight, setting the tone from the line with the offense, blocks, all-around game. Looking forward to tomorrow against a tough match against Georgia.
You brought it up earlier in the match, don't play to your opponent.